We're looking at the remainder of clips from minicamp and OTAs, and today we're going to be looking at the Minnesota Vikings, getting a hard look at JJ McCarthy. I got all the clips that I have on store for you guys today for minicamp, OTAs, maybe even rookie camp. It's all here. I got a lot of clips of him working through drills, throwing the ball around, and everything else. But before we dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're going hard in the paint. We're looking at these rookies every single day of this offseason. Rookie camp, OTAs, minicamp, soon training camp in about a month. You want to click that button, stop missing out on what your favorite players are doing behind the scenes at practice before we start the NFL season. We're going to be looking at JJ McCarthy today. We're going to be seeing what he's doing on the field. We're going to be looking at his clips. I got a lot here, about 5 minutes of clips. We're going to let him roll. We're going to watch him work through these drills. We're seeing the feet there, getting the ball out. Here's another one. Ball's getting out there, hitting that window around the sideline. And JJ McCarthy, first-round draft pick, really saw a lot of buzz throughout draft season. Stock rose immensely. Just tossing it downfield. From what I've seen and read, Sam Darnold had a good camp, though. I'll definitely say that. From what I've seen, from what I've read, Sam Darnold had a good camp. It's going to probably going to be his job to start things off. And I imagine the Vikings want to smooth out that transition process for McCarthy anyways. I don't think they just want to throw him to the wolves. They want him to develop in the offense a bit. I think he'll eventually get his turn, whether it's this year, next year, year after, whatever. I think his turn's going to happen. They definitely have a lot of weapons and offense to work with, especially with Justin Jefferson and company, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison as the wide receiver too. They have a lot of weapons to work with. And the fact that they have supreme separators at wide receiver with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson is just going to make it that much easier for him. He's got a live arm. He's accurate downfield. He's got some mobility. And he can really sling it. The ball comes live off his hand as we're seeing in these clips. This one coming out. I think we're going to get to one of my favorite ones here soon where he's throwing it over the middle. Maybe not. We're indoors here. But Sam Darnold was hot this offseason so far. We'll get another or a better feel in training camp here in about a month on Sam Darnold. How he's looking under pressure. How he's looking in 1v1s. 11-on-11, 7-on-7s with pads. How's he looking when things are tighter instead of against air in the 7-on-7s? We'll see it, but so far things are looking good with Sam Darnold out there. JJ McCarthy, though, has a lot of upside still. He's developmental still. I mean, all rookie quarterbacks are that. Let's just not get that twisted. But he's got a live arm. He's got the intangibles. Just let him season. Don't rush him. And I believe that's what the Vikings want to do. And I imagine if for some reason he does beat out Sam Darnold, which I'm not really projecting, but could happen in training camp. I mean, anything could happen. Then you're looking at a quarterback that's really developing at a rapid pace. And if he's developing at a rapid pace, then of course. But again, I feel like the Vikings want this to be a smooth transition. Maybe middle of the year, later in the year. Maybe next year. Maybe sometime. Sometimes it's going to happen. The thing about this, though, if I do have a projection for JJ McCarthy when he does become the starter, considering the weapons they have here and considering this is a fast-paced offense and this team wants to be fast-paced, I imagine when it comes to sheer production, he's either going to give you nothing or he's going to give you very, very good numbers. I'm talking top 10, top 12, definitely top 15 numbers. I'm definitely seeing that. You have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. So when I'm looking at that, if you're really spinning it and you're putting out a career with the Vikings here with this offense and their philosophy, and you're the starter for the long term, just by default, I'm not saying top 10 talent, top 12 talent, top 15 talent. I'm saying definitely sheer production because they want to be fast-paced. And if you're not hitting those numbers, more than likely you're falling on your face. You're more than likely you are, and they're going to have to move on, and he's not cutting it. So I either see him getting it all or getting nothing. All or nothing type of player here due to the situation. And I'm talking sheer production. I'm talking sheer production here because you got one of the best wide receiver cores in the National Football League. You got one of the better tight ends. You're good at the running back position for sure with Aaron Jones back there, at least for the short term. I don't know if he'll still be there when McCarthy takes over, if that's in the years in the future. Imagine if they're planning on that, they'll get another running back. Or if that's sooner than later. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But if he's a starter on the field, sheer production numbers is going to be good. It should be good. Or he's falling on his face. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you're either going to get one or the other. I'm not going to say you're going to get like barely top 20 quarterback. That's not going to be in the realm of possibilities. You're either getting a quarterback that's tripping on himself, or you're getting a quarterback that's really producing some numbers because this offense is built. This offense is one of the best built offenses in the league. It's fast-paced. They want to be fast-paced. He's got an arm that can sling it. He's got mobility. He's accurate downfield. And Sam Darnold, though, maybe just what I just said there. Sam Darnold might be a dark horse for the short term, at least, going into the season from sheer production. Like, if you're looking for a cheap quarterback in fantasy and you're just going ham at running back, wide receiver, and you just want to go quarterback late, maybe you're doing that. And you're just keeping the finger on the trigger with JJ, or you're streaming quarterbacks, you're playing matchups. Maybe you're doing that, considering what I just said. Because by default, I believe if you're humming it just a little bit, you should get some good production at quarterback with this team because of the weapons there. I think JJ McCarthy went into the best landing spot for his abilities, especially with his live arm there, with the weapons there. I think every quarterback in the league would love to go here. I think having Justin Jefferson is just going to smooth things out, especially for Sam Darnold. And this isn't really a battle. We're going to watch it in training camp for sure. Sam Darnold's going to be looking over his back or over his shoulder the whole time for sure, because you got a prospect here with a live arm. But Darnold's looking good, and maybe that's pushing Darnold to be good, to be great. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he's pushing more out of Darnold. Maybe that's happening. But the thing is, Darnold's looking good. McCarthy's arm's live. We got weapons here. This is a great situation for him. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.